Warriors on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
Right now, looking at the Warriors, they've continued their breakout season. I mean, they've showed tremendous promise thus far, and I'm looking for big things from this team.
Yeah, Clark, as the postseason approaches, there's plenty of optimism, but as you know, the playoffs are a whole different animal. We'll see if they can continue that momentum.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Spates in at the pivot, manning the middle. No good from Cowboy.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
Spates, the follow-up champ.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
Shot is off. Curry with the defensive effort. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game, Clark. They can be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
Here's Chandler. After the made shot from Klay Thompson, Cowboy passes to Nurkic. And it's Spates with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Barnes kicks to Green. And here is Curry, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. And he gets it to go. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
The shot's good from Cowboy.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And low to Spates. Now the pass to Barnes. A 15-footer hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Chandler, the pass to Cowboy. He feeds it to Lawson. From 10 feet out, that's good. Lawson's got his first points in this one.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Detroit Pistons.
And across the board in that game, they just shot the lights out. They had a fantastic offensive night.
Yeah, rarely do you see a team get that hot. In total, I mean, everybody was knocking them down. They were spraying it from everywhere.
Warriors leading by 4. Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players, though, that D-League team, to practice with the NBA teammates, and that's got to be a positive.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him what players he was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise you, Kenneth Faried. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guy's an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, the big thing for the Warriors, they've done a good job the last couple of years creating a culture of work. Players sticking around in the summer, the younger players working hard, working together to get better, and it's really affected the organization in a positive way.
Now, here's Curry. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go. Curry, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 6 points.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
And yet, guys, despite the investment the Warriors have made in player development and buying draft picks, they're still looking for more consistency from their bench guys. Work to be done there.
Here's Cowboy. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
On its way from Curry for two. Can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, they really took it on the chin that last time out, and the difference was the turnover differential. When you look at the stat sheet, they were so careless with the ball, and those mistakes were just too much to overcome. Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
And Fareed kicks to Lawson. Denver passing it around. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Cowboy. What about Clark, what Steve just talked about? How was it possible for them to turn the ball over so much in that game?
Well, I mean, the defense was outstanding. Now, you got to give some credit where credit is due. But they also were a little sloppy at times with the ball.
Spates sets a screen. It's Thompson off the drive. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Cowboy. He's got 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Thompson. Denver shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And you take a look at the statistics. This club is shooting 74% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Here is Livingston. Iguodala outside. Lets it go from deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a swap here on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for David Lee. Thompson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Cowboy in a 2-guard. Kenneth Fareed is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Lawson in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Cowboy. The Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Curry against Lawson. Thompson dishes to Curry. And it's Golden State with another.
Well, with the lead they have, I think they see an opportunity to start shooting a few more threes here.
Steve, I'm not sure I agree with that. I mean, that's an idea that they probably should park somewhere. You don't want to get too attached to the three-point shot the way they've started off shooting.
He dishes it to Thompson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So what an incredible weapon to have on offense. Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
oh, Mike, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal. College and pro straightened out himself.
The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And he makes the first.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line. Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Here's Fareed. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Here comes Ty Lawson. Here's Barton. Buried it just in the nick of time.
He sure did. Right on cue. Man, was that major drama. He loves those situations.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Warriors on top.
Hey, fellas, let's go over what happened in the first half. It wasn't what we had in mind, but there's plenty of...
Back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Thompson. He has 17 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
His outside stroke has looked really good today.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Green is out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Feeds it to Spates. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Cowboy. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
Back to Lawson. The dish to Chandler. Goes up on the high post, and it's Denver scoring again.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Warriors leading by 8. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. Here's Cowboy. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that minute. Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
For the Nuggets, J.J. Hickson, he's checked in. It's Gallinari in for Wilson Chandler. And the Warriors also making a change. Andrew Bogut checked in for Maurice Spates. Out to the wing. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Barnes.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
Nelson's checked in for Ty Lawson. Lee's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning, some of that is the new CBA, but regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000, and they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets.
Nelson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 7. Lee sets a screen for Barnes. Passes it to Livingston. Out to the right wing. Barnes kicks to Livingston. The feed to Thompson. The 11-footer. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Livingston. 8 points for Barnes.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assists. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Nelson kicks to Gallinari. Here's Cowboy. That 3 off the mark.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down. Again, he did make 2 in the first half.
Here's Barnes, and that one's good. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Spates sets a screen. Curry kicks to Spates. Pass to Iguodala. Outside Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 13 points for Steph Curry.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Here's Foy. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. Terrific assists on the night from Curry.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Cowboy is out there with Lawson, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Rome in the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Lawson the pass to Cowboy. Back to Lawson. Here's Cowboy. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 17. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Curtains, we can shut it down now, because that one, we won't see anything better than that, fella.
Oh, come on, Clark. Maybe he'll do it again.
No, he won't top that effort. No
Hey,
way.
I wouldn't put it past him, Clark. This guy's a crowd pleaser.
Here's Cowboy. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Cowboys got 9 points here in the second half. The Warriors shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Spates with a screen on Lawson. Curry dishes to Spates. He kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Tries from 10. A second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. And the Warriors lead by 19.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Lawson the pass to Cowboy. Here's Nurkic. To the middle. No good from Lawson. Warriors leading by 19. All going up court. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Then for the Warriors, Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Klay Thompson in for Andre Iguodala.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
They recover it. Barnes against Gallinari. The pass to Cowboy. He tries for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
That's short off the rim.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Kicks it to Gallinari. Passes it to Cowboy. Here's Nurkic, covered by Barnes, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I think the NBA is in a great place with all the young talent in the league right now. We see players coming in not just with potential, but the willingness to learn and work. Really impressive to see.
And for NBA players nowadays, just playing in the offseason isn't enough. They're conditioning, working on their bodies, as well as their skills. It is a 12-month-a-year job.
And that's partly driven by the fact that you can make so much money if you are in the NBA and you take care of yourself and you're able to play for a while. So you're seeing all of the world-class training facilities, guys being much more in tune to their bodies and trying to prolong their lucrative careers.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Thompson throws it down.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Here's Cowboy. Nailed from three-point land. Cowboys got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
At last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. He also talked about their defensive approach, which he wants to be a conservative one. He said, quote, "Let's not get overextended. Stick to your assignments." Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Lawson up top. 6 to shoot. Here's Nurkic. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Green kicks to Thompson. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Goes up the baseline. Shot is blocked. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
4 seconds on the shot clock.
Green with a screen for Barnes. Shot clock at 3. The offensive rebound. Tries again. Outside Curry. Back to Bogut. It's Thompson off the drive. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Warriors.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
Well, they've really taken control of the season series with this win. They'll be up 2-0 and only one more game between them.
And believe me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
It always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as we got great numbers for Harrison Barnes. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see him being a part of it. He was all over this one.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Nurkic. Arthur comes in for Fareed. Will Barton, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Nelson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Here's Livingston, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Dishes it to Barton. Pass to Cowboy. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Feeds to Livingston. Iguodala outside. Ripped away.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here is Livingston, guarded by Nelson. And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul.
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this one was such a lopsided.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.